Nigerian boxing sensation Elizabeth Oshoba has set her sights on becoming the world top-ranked super lightweight boxer after breaking into BoxRec's top 5 ranking for the first time in history. The 25-year-old, who currently sits fourth behind established stars such as Kati Taylor, Amanda Serrano, and Chantel Cameroon, expressed her determination to reach the summit. Earlier in January, Oshoba made history by becoming the first female Nigerian boxer to win a world title when she knocked out Italy's Michela Braga in the 10th round at the Copenhagen's Royal Arena to claim the WBC silver featherweight crown in 2022. Massive one for Oshoba. She had a very impressive year 2024, where she also made her name to come to the limelight out there. And this time around, she has also been talking very tough, hopeful of this 2025. Now, that is not my problem. My problem right now is about the level of decline in terms of boxing in the country. In the time past, we used to have the likes of Dick Tiger, Bash Ali, even Samuel Peter. But these days, over the last 2 decades per se, it is very difficult for we to hear any top Nigerian heavyweight boxer out there making a mark, both in the male or in the female category. What is responsible for the decline of the sport right here in the country, talking about boxing?
There's no decline. What we are seeing is factional and conflict that has not been resolved. So conflict brings about faction. And when there is a faction, the house cannot stand. Unity is an impediment to success. And I'll tell you this. When the Nigerian Basketball Federation were entangled with conflict, when badminton was entangled with conflict, we never had any glorious achievement. So the Omo Agege-led board has not been fully legitimized, has not been accepted. So there seems to be the friction, whether he is part of the Confederation of African Boxing or not. But vis-a-vis, I think what is happening is we need to go back to the glory days. While we are in a modern era where things are done differently, we cannot also jettison how things were done before. Okay, so we've had glorious moments in boxing. We have a lot of names, called the Bash Alis of this world, Shana Peters, Tiger. These names resonate with us because we grew up, watching them, getting to see how far they're going, and we felt that, okay, our tomorrow will be glorious in boxing. Unfortunately, those things are gradually waning out. But here is the thing. I think that the NLC needs to be very strategic about boxing activities. They need to look into the leadership. They need to look into the plans. Sometimes we give them free roles, and those free roles does not emanate to visible plans. Before we went for the Commonwealth Games, Mike, we've also had internal issues where we don't do well in boxing.
True.
But before that Commonwealth Games, there was a policy that was initiated. Open boxing selection.
Yeah.
People trooped in, boxers from the street trooped in. It was a 1 week, almost a 2 weeks event. I followed that up. And you need to see the stadium was agog. They camped them. So you fight, it was like a one-off fight. If you win, you qualify to the next round. And we were able to have some good number of boxers that represented us at that Commonwealth Games. And what happened at the end? We won medals. This is within just a period. So imagine that we are intentional about gathering boxers for a year. Say, okay, this year we're going to organize programs that is get towards getting these boxers, and then funding is involved, because when you camp these boxers, you need to fund them. But first of all, start the process. I've always believed that money should not stop every project that we touch life. Money cannot, because when you start the project, there are meaningful individuals, corporate sponsors that will naturally just come to salvage the situation. So the onus lies in the hands of the federation. What is our plan for boxing in Nigeria? How can we elevate boxing to the level of admiration? What can we do, to compete among nations? Nigeria is still respected globally. True. And so let's use that as you know, as an avenue to still enhance. We have talent. Talent is never a problem in this country. The problem is what are the policies that will that will bring this talent to the limelight and then sustain them. Until we get to that level, I mean, we're joking, but like I said, this is a new year. This is a new era where we now have the National Sports Commission. The commission should be about, first of all, reaching out to the plans, aggregate these plans. What is the plans? What can we do to get medals? Bros, through this, that Commonwealth Games taught me a lot of lessons. If it was African Games, I would have said that Commonwealth Games made me believe that if we're intentional about our plans, there's nothing that can stop us from achieving it.
True.
So I leave it at that.
All right, we hope that the National Sport Commission can also collaborate effectively with the Boxing Federation of Nigeria to ensure that, at least we give boxing the needed facelift that it truly deserves, because a lot of talent cut across the 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, that doesn't have the platform, the proper platform in quotes, to hone their talent out there. But we'll leave it at that and head straight to the world of tennis this morning because